It's 6 o'clock on your Monday morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Julia, along with Chuck and CN New Yorker, who is in for Julia this morning. We had to bundle up, didn't we, this morning?
It was freezing.
Yes. And I'm wondering if Julia has thawed out from Friday at Circle of Lights yet.
Well, she was pretty well set with some electric heat going on.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
Let me tell you, that was cold. That was the coldest Circle of Lights I think we've ever had, but it was also maybe the best.
It was so
It was
good.
amazing.
You guys did such a good job.
Our entertainment was awesome. We had a great time. Hope you did too. And it's even colder now than it was then because we're talking single-digit wind chills this morning. Ladies, good morning. Folks, good morning. Happy Monday. I know a lot of you are headed back to work and school today. If that is the case, keep this in mind. If you're going to be out for any period of time at all, you need to cover everything. Hands, face, top of your head, especially if you have a noggin like mine. 15 out there right now, 15 in Zionsville, Lebanon and Greenfield at only 13, and it's only 11 this morning in Crawfordsville, 13 in Lafayette, 14 in Bloomington. So wherever you are, it's the same. It's cold. In fact, if you compare today to yesterday, there's no comparison because now our wind chill has dropped to 4 degrees here in the state capital, and in Kokomo, the wind chill much better. In Bedford, it feels like 15, but that's cold. This is the snow that we will get later today, and don't freak out over this. This is not going to be heavy snow. This will be basically flurries primarily between 2 and 4 o'clock today is what we're looking at. In the meantime, if you've been with us all morning, thank you. The lake effect snow that we had that was really quite a lot near Fort Wayne early this morning is now gone, so we're not concerned about this. That's what we'll watch for later today. Kiddos headed off to school. A reminder, sunrise at 7:48 this morning. We won't get to 20 until 10 o'clock, and then later today, coming home from school and work, 30 for a high. That's our average low, 15 degrees below average today. Okay, let's take a look at traffic, and so far so good as far as major arteries are concerned from the traffic center. A reminder, we had that working fire at 16th and Ritter. There are still crews on the scene, but that's getting cleaned up quickly. Around 465, no major issues this morning. And I did want to remind you that 65 northbound, where you've got some cones there, still traffic's moving at 75 miles per hour all the way into 465 this morning. And because the amount of holiday traffic will be down today, we're talking mainly the normal morning rush hour, I-70 west and east through downtown running at speed. No major delays. We'll update you on weather and traffic, Julia, in a few minutes.
All right, Chuck, thank you. Well, new this morning, IFD is getting close to clearing the scene now of an early building fire that we told you about on the city's east side.
Yes, the initial call came in just after 4:30 this morning near 16th and Ritter Avenue, which is close to Community Hospital East. Now, IFD told us about 30 minutes ago that fire crews actually stumbled upon this fire as they were on their way back from another run.
Now, here's what we do know. This is a vacant and boarded up office building. No one was injured in this fire, but IFD is now taking a look at what perhaps started it, since no one was in there and it wasn't, there was nothing going on in the building. So we will keep you posted with any new information as it becomes available this morning.
We are now about 3 hours away from the start of the jury trial for 2 IMPD officers.
Stephen Sanchez and Adam Ahmad are charged in the death of Herman Whitfield III. Our Matthew Foltz joins us now with more on what to expect in court today. Good morning.
Good morning to you both. This trial comes more than 2.5 years after Whitfield III died in police custody at his home, and we expect this trial to last through Friday. Now, the 2 IMPD officers face charges of involuntary manslaughter, reckless homicide, and battery in Whitfield's death. His parents called 911 for mental health assistance at their home back in April of 2022. An IMPD body camera video shows the officer Sanchez tased Whitfield twice before Officer Ahmad held him down in handcuffs against the floor. Last month, the attorneys for the 2 officers filed a motion to dismiss the charges. However, the judge denied it. 13 News spoke to Whitfield's parents last month when the judge ruled the case would go to trial. They say they want the officers held accountable.
Hope justice prevail in this situation, because first of all, these officers are citizens before they're officers, so they should be held accountable by the laws and standards of this nation, just as we do, just as a citizen.
The officer's attorney tells 13 News the judge has ruled out criminal use of the taser in this trial. They will only be tried for restraining Whitfield on the floor. Now, ladies, we know the trial starts in just a few hours at 9 a.m. And of course, we will have crews in the courtroom bringing you the latest at WTHR.com as well as on air on 13 News. Coming up at 6:30, we'll break down more of the timeline and how these officers actually had these charges come about.
All right, thank you, Matthew.
Well, IMPD says they are still looking to make an arrest this morning after a child was shot on Indy's east side. IMPD tells 13 News the child is expected to survive. He was shot near 21st and Emerson Friday afternoon. Police say they're now investigating this as a drive-by shooting. We did talk with the child's mother. She says he's 8 years old. If you have any information about this shooting Friday afternoon, you're asked to call IMPD. Well, state police and the fire marshal's office are investigating a fire in northern Indiana, which left one child dead and another seriously injured.
Now, this happened in Wabash, Indiana, which is about 80 miles north of Marion County. Firefighters were called to a house fire around noon on Saturday when someone passing by saw the fire and alerted the family in another part of the house.
While putting out this fire, crews found a 2-year-old who had died and a 6-month-old seriously injured. That 6-month-old is now listed in stable condition at Riley Hospital for Children. An investigation is underway into how that fire started.
If your morning or evening commute takes you over to the city's north side, keep in mind that an intersection on the Hamilton-Marion County line will be closed for all of December.
So this is 96th and College, a very busy intersection. It will close for utility work as crews prepare to build a roundabout at this intersection. So this will remain closed for several weeks. You can keep track of this project on our website at WTHR.com.
On the east side, a portion of North Arlington Avenue near Pleasant Run Parkway will be closed for 4 months. Now, this is part of the Citizen Energy's Dig Indy project. That's where crews are creating a tunnel system to hold sewer water. Citizen says local access to homes on this street will be maintained throughout the closure. For a look at the detour map, just head to our website.
INDOT says its crews will take part in training exercises today in the Indianapolis area as well on other parts of central Indiana. The agency will deploy part of its fleet on state-maintained highways and interstates. Really, they're just testing the equipment and preparing for winter weather. They're reminding drivers to give crews some space while they're out on the roads today.